Good morning and welcome to episode 2 of the Morning Mental Health Chat. If you haven't watched episode 1, I'd highly recommend you do so because I speak about myself, what I do, and how my no nonsense, straight up, straight talking way of therapy helps my clients make positive life change. In the first episode, I covered about waking up, getting control of your mental health, and taking responsibility for the changes you need to make. Again, I'm not going to go into detail with this one because I went into detail in the previous episode. I was that burnt out business owner. I had PTSD, fucked my life up. I allowed it. When I took responsibility for that and responsibility for the changes I need to make, then I changed my life. And my life isn't perfect. I was 30 years old then, 36 now. My life isn't perfect, but it's a damn sight better than it was. I've still got a lot to do. I've still got a lot to learn. I was seeing myself in this new phase of my life, this different phase. And I'm a toddler in it. And I'm learning, constantly learning things that back when I was 20, 25, I would never have thought that be learning or investing my time in, investing my money in. And some things work, some things don't. Personal life, business life, that's the way it is. But everything I do, I'm responsible for, good and bad. And I need to change things and I need changing. And do the things well again and repeat when they're going well. So, today, then, we're going to talk about burnout itself. What is it? How to identify the stresses in your life and what to do about it. Okay? If this sort of stuff entertains you, if this sort of stuff appeals to you, please hit that like and subscribe button. And please watch or listen to this video to the end because I want you to learn something and I want you to do things differently and I want you to have better results. I want you to change your life. And if I can help you do that, then great. So, burnout. What is it? In its simple form, simple description of burnout is when your brain has had enough. It's when all the shit of life and all the stress of life get that much. I want you to imagine that your head is like a bucket or a bathtub, right? All the shit of life is going into that. How old are you? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever year you are, whatever age you are, you've had that much shit go into there. Everything we've learned is stress. Every breakup, car accident, test, argument, whatever, it all goes in to this bathtub of life shite. And eventually it overflows. And when it overflows, the brain goes, that's enough for me. Thank you very much. You don't want none of this shit no more. And usually you'll have two options: fight things, what it now perceives as a threat, or run away from it. But we don't live anymore how we're supposed to live. We're supposed to live in tribes. We're hunter gatherers. We're animals. We're not supposed to own businesses like we do. We're not supposed to work like we do. We're not supposed to go after money. Our survival should not depend on money, but it does, and we've done that to ourselves. The brain now has linked all that old stress, that old anxiety, that depression, and burnout, and it's added it to modern day shite. And it is shite. We're the only species, as I mentioned in episode 1, we're the only species on this planet that pay for its survival. We use a man-made thing, money, to pay for our survival. Food, water, electric, gas, well, heat and power. No other animal does that, and we've done that to ourselves. Aren't we clever? So when I work with burnt out business owners or professionals, what I see regularly are three things. Right, three things. Okay? Number one, money or lack of. Number two, relationships. Shite. Number three, business stress, work work stress, whatever it might be, career stress. A lot of people start a business because they got a skill or they do something they really enjoy, and then 6 months, a year, 2 years down the line, not where they thought it was going to be. And they also realise that there comes a lot of shit that you don't want to be doing when you're a business owner. I love helping people. I love coaching people. I love doing therapy sessions, but that's about 20% of what my business is. 80% social media, marketing, getting out there, talking to people, networking. And I've said it before, I fucking hate it. No, I did not train to be a therapist and coach to become a YouTuber, TikToker, Instagram fucking star or on Facebook. I didn't. I did it because I wanted to help people who were in the shit like I was. And I love that bit. I love helping those people. Burnout as well is what happened. And there's a lot of, you know, we don't know what it unless you know what it is, which I hope to share that information with you on these videos. Um, we don't know what's going on, and it's scary. That thing of the unknown, you know. When we do the same thing over and over again, our brains don't like change, yet it's screaming for change. Our brains like routines and patterns. It doesn't matter if those routines and patterns cause us misery. Our brain has one job, that's to get us to survive. Not your partner, not your kids, not your friends, other family members, you. Your brain only cares about you. And it will get to a point when we're burnt out that it will do a big fuck you to everything and everybody and just look after you, but not in a good way. I used to hide away in my room, lock myself away, never used to go out anywhere. Family events, Christ, if I could get out of them, I would. Now, in my head, I was doing people a favour because why would they want this miserable bastard at their function, their event, or going around to visit them? So I was doing them a favour, keeping away. But that was bollocks. I let my business go to shit. I let relationships go to shit. Friendships go to shit. And I rationalised every fucking thing. And I was a liar because brains are liars. So episode one was about taking control of that, taking charge of that, accepting that, and making the decision in your head that some change has to happen. Now, some changes might be big, some changes might be small. The big changes, the major changes, you can break down. Get onto that more in a moment. How do you identify stress? Simple. What is shit about your life? What is shit about your life? And those things are your stressors. Those things are what needs to change. Now comes the hard part, admitting to yourself what these are. Are your kids being utter arseholes? Is your partner being an utter arsehole? Is your business shite? Your career shite? Are the people around you treating you like shite? More honest you are, the more blunt you are with yourself, the easier this task is. We've all got people around us that don't want to see us succeed because their life is shit. And rather than taking charge and changing it, they're happy living in that pit of crap, making every excuse possible. Some even enjoy it. So what are you going to do about that? When you've identified these, what are you going to do? Making these changes sometimes isn't easy, but you can break them down into easy steps so you can do it. It may take you an hour, it may take you a day, it may take you a week, a month, a year. I don't know. I don't know what your personal issue is. Your relationship's gone to shit. What needs to change to save that? Or does it need to come to an end? Do you need to go your separate ways? In a burnt out state now, your brain is screaming, but if I leave, I'm on my own. If I'm on my own, all manner of bad shit can happen. Which, yeah, when we lived in tribes, if we ended up on our own, the chances of survival were very, very slim. But that doesn't apply today. Go your separate ways, chances are you will survive. You will live and you'll do things greater and better and achieve better things. Money. What do you need to do to get more money if you need more money? If the thing that you're doing at the moment isn't bringing in enough money, then something needs to change there. What is that change? Break it down. Small steps. The smaller the step, the easier it is to get there. And as long as you're moving forward, you're achieving it. A little thing about goal setting, because you need a goal. You need something to achieve, something to work to. Okay? Most people do goal setting where they think of the end thing. Okay, the house, the flash car, the whatever it is, right? The business being really successful. Now, when we think about that and do nothing but think about that, the brain then thinks it's got it. Okay, and it thinks it's got it. So why does it need to come up with a plan for the middle bit? Doesn't. In your mind, you've achieved it, you've got it. So it doesn't need to think about the next bit. What you want to do is you want to have that end goal, whatever it is, and then you want to be what's called reverse engineer. So you come back right back to where you are now, and that very first step that you're going to take is going to get you up there. And I also want you to understand this: life doesn't care about you, right? It doesn't. It goes on, and one day we're not going to be here. It's a fact. But life is going to go on. We only get one shot of life. What is it? One go. The average human lives to about 80 years old. My dad died at just a couple of weeks away from being 54. Worked all his life hard. He was a builder. He worked hard to give me and my mum house over our head, food and all of that. By the time he realised he didn't need to work as hard physically as he did, and there was other ways to do it, it was too late. And that happens all the time. I've had clients who come to me after have been to hospital because they've had a heart attack. Turns out it wasn't a heart attack, it was a fucking panic attack. Or the anxiety constantly day to day was that heavy that made them feel that they was having that heart attack. And yes, stress can bring that on because your brain at some point, when you've ignored it enough, will say, fuck you, and will deliver that heart attack, that stroke. It will stop you. Sometimes it goes too far and stops you for good. Sometimes it gives you a nice little warning that's just enough to scare you, and then you make those changes. I kind of hope that these videos give you that scare because I don't sugarcoat things. I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything's going to be fine. If you need to get off your arse now and make it fine. What are those stresses in your life? What's causing you pain? What's causing you discomfort? When you've got them and you know what you need to change, you've got to do this. Change that need to change this into a must. There's no trying because try doesn't exist. And I'll prove to you that try doesn't exist. Look next to you. Is there something next to you? Your phone, a pen, whatever, a cup, whatever it is, an item. I want you to try and pick that item up. Try and pick it up. Now you're either doing one or two things. You're either stood or sat there now holding that item in your hand and it's away from where it was, or it is where it was before. There's no in between, there's no try. You've either succeeded or you failed. Try means fail to the brain. Another thing I used to do with clients as a tester thing with this and to show people, I do it with talks as well, is just close your eyes. Close your eyes. And I want you to imagine, I want you to focus on those eyelids. Just imagine that those eyelids are very, very heavy. So heavy that you can't open. Or just imagine that they're glued down, stuck down, welded down. And you can't open those eyelids. And no matter how much you try, you will fail. You cannot open those eyelids. The more you try, the more you fail. They're just so heavy. They're stuck down so much. You just cannot open them. But now notice that you can. And they open up nice and easy. That's where they were. Just normal. Again, that was focus, imagination, and as an effect. There's also a try there. They were either stuck down or there wasn't. There's no in between. And whether they were stuck down or whether there wasn't, it didn't really matter. Point of the exercise. But there's no try. There's only do or don't do. And a need is a must. You must change. You must do things differently. You, must. There's no question about it. If you decide that you need help, then you must get it. I'm more than happy to have a chat with you if you want some help. Hit that like button, hit the follow button, the subscribe button, follow me. Get more information, tips and strategies to help you progress. But that is the most important thing there. Identifying your stressors. And you do that by saying, what is shit about my life? What needs to change? Then, when you've identified those stressors, brutally, honestly with yourself, You then work out a plan to change them. Small steps to achieve the big goal. And if you can't do it on your own, get somebody to help you, somebody who can help you. What are the people around you like? Are they pushing you to be the best version of you? If so, brilliant. If they're energy vampires, if they're using you for their survival and not giving anything back to you, fuck them off. They ain't worth your fucking time a day. Oh, and you'll be the bad person. Oh, yes. Because they're the victim and they will play the victim card and they will tell everybody else what a nasty fucker you are for not doing this and not doing that. And okay, wish them all the best and a big fuck you. If you're in a job you hate, change it. And now your brain will be going, but I need the money, I need to do this, I can't do that because of this. Then you come up with a plan, you can change it. One of the things I help my clients with is called an exit plan. When they want to, when work stress is that much that they want to get away, but they can't because they need the money to pay the bills and so on and so forth. Then we come up with a plan that tells that emotional side of the brain to shut up, a rational plan that they can follow so they get savings and a way forward so they can go to this job, do what they need to do, but it has a different outcome, it's a different perception, different perspective, get different result. So you need to do that. You need to think, well, how can I afford to do this? How can I change that? What do I need to do? When can I do it? When do I do it? Ask yourself all these questions and answer them brutally and honestly. And then make these actions. Do these things. Lower your stress levels down. And yes, do the usual self care stuff. You need a hobby. You need something that keeps you interested. How many of you were listening to this video because you're eating your breakfast fast, getting everything ready, getting the kids ready, doing this, doing that? Or how many of you are now sat down and just investing 15, 30 minutes of your time to watch this video, listen to this video, absorb the information? And maybe this appeals to you, maybe this doesn't. Maybe another episode will click something in your head. That's why I'm doing multiple episodes, because therapy isn't a one size fits all thing. So this week, I want you to focus on that. This week, I want you to focus on those stresses. What's shit in your life? What needs to change? And then put steps into changing them. Do the small, easy ones first, and then you can work on the bigger ones. Don't do too much too soon, but keep going forward. Momentum will build. Hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate that very much. And I'll see you again next week for the next episode.